Jungle. When I was in Jamaica, I never got full. And when I say I never got full, I mean to the point of feeling sick. I could continue to eat. I could continue to drink. I didn't bloat. I wasn't super gassy either. Came back to the States and started eating. Stomach was tore up. Mind, headaches. And I know. The food is different in both places. I know that. I know all of that stuff. Y'all ain't got to put it all down in the comments. I know. But it's just so crazy how being in a different space like that can change your body so much in a short period of time. In my last video, I talked about how even the time felt different out there. I would wake up in the middle of the night. I'd go to sleep. Let's say I fall asleep around 9.
I can handle any culture in the world calling me dirty, except the Jamaican. Oh, it's just like they live specifically just to call somebody, you dirty, stinking. Wait, what? It's not even dirty. It's dirty. They didn't up the word. Nah, I don't care. Like, I ain't getting no Jamaican mad to a point where they could call me dirty. You dirty stink. Like, they just hold everything like it's dirty stink. Wait, nah, bro. Like, if a Jamaican call you dirty, I promise you, you never gonna slip up. You gonna take showers every day, wear your deodorant, you gonna spray, you gonna be on your most on top of your hygiene. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hope nobody experiences a Jamaican calling them dirty, cause it hurt. You feel me? They gonna make you dirty stink.
Every day my belly get bigger. When you mention big back, you call me name. I will leap up on me gain. Me just name off a pizza, now me feel hungry again. Me a down another one as we speak. Man a big back, me I'm holy. What's happening to me? Them a say me start look like
my yard. Move from the game from the gun and shut up the whole place now. You want to see me one of the in the hall and bust. Go suck your mother and bust a gunshot in my face. Let me know that the pussy and bust the
5 things every man should know.
You know, what every man should know. And just pass it on down to the son. You know, because every male and not all supposed to know this. 1. Be a warrior, not a warrior. Just know that there is no place on this earth for a complainer. In this world, only the strong survive. You know, so no matter what kind of compartment you might be in, man up your thing. Number 2. Don't put your heart in the promises. Just flow. Expect and don't expect. Just be like a bird on a limb. You know, the bird that depend on the limb to hold him, but not to save him. Don't make promises destroy your life. Number 3. As a man, have your own place. Make a woman come live with you. Don't go live with a woman unless you have your own place. As a man, don't depend on a woman for your daily meal. A dependent man will never have the ability to lead as a man. Number 4. Don't take no woman for your personal belongings. No matter if you take them virginity. No matter how much ear or no attack. Don't give in no matter if you convince you to say that pump me off your own. No, just know to yourself say, it's just your turn. Don't tell yourself say you know a woman just because them give it a chance to sleep with them. You know, you sleep with them night after night. Just always remember say, woman lay down for many different reasons. Number 5. And this is the most important one. Remember this. You may not have the ability to be a leader like Minister Farrakhan or Malcolm X or many great leaders out there. But no, say you have the ability to think for yourself. You have the ability to create your own path. No man no born to turn a fool if your man lead them the wrong way. Unless you're born mentally ill. Remember that.
Sometimes me I walk about and I just hear my mom in my head like, don't make nobody take your feed yet. And you just can't allow it to happen because she said that and I heard it. Like, you ever thought of doing something a little bit stupid and your mum's gone? You will soon find out where water walk got a pumpkin belly. What does that mean? And you have to just, and you think, you know what? I don't even know what she's talking about, but me, I gotta stop. You know what's helping me save money in this cost of living crisis? Them would I keep it. Cause sometimes I see price or something, and me I say like, them really no one to sell it because I'm not paying that. I don't know why, but my default response to corruption is Babylon. And now I'm thinking, my mum used to walk around the house going, Babylon, I put her under pressure. Something I need everybody to know, God nah sleep. That's what my mum said, my grandma said, I say, him nah sleep. You see, when I take my head and go and rest and I'm conked out, he's still working. Like, instead of outbursts, I'll just be like, I'm mad, them I try mad me. And then I'm like, but them nah, go get away with this. And at the CMD, a leaf drop in our water, it were rotten. And that's pure facts, man. You want to try that today, that's on you. But in a couple of days, you'll realize that it's not good.
And I hope I said that correctly. I want to say to the country of Jamaica, thank you. I want to say that this trip that my family and I went on was an experience that is unexplainable. The love, the welcome, the joy, it was just more than our expectations. So to all of my brothers and sisters in Jamaica, my daughter just said to me, Mom, you would be a Jamaican. And I said, no, baby girl, I am all Jamaican. And I want to say to y'all, we will continue to visit this beautiful country. We will continue to love upon y'all the way y'all loved up on us. And again, I want to say thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. Everywhere we went, they had a Bob Marley store. They say Bob Marley walked down this street. Bob Marley used to live over here. Bob Marley was around the corner. I was enjoying every moment. And then when we went to the craft market, y'all know I'm a crafter. So I had to go and get down with my people at the craft market. And what a time that was. So if you have not been to Jamaica, make it your business to get home. Because everyone said, welcome home. Welcome home, sister. Welcome home, brother. And it was nothing but going home. So to you, Jamaica, once again, I say thank you. I love y'all. What a time was had. What a time was had. So to you beautiful Jamaican people, from my family to y'all's, thank you.